way!
No glory in this death.
I can reach farther than you think.
Please assist me, friends!
Oh, thank heavens. Maybe now you can learn something useful.
I've spotted something interesting.
Without aid, I will expire soon!
Everything we do seems to fortify your abilities.
I suppose your example has inspired me to reach heights I'd never before envisioned.
That inspiration hardly flows one way, my friend. Careful now! That's a trap!
Look out, I see a trap nearby.
Better to detonate that mine safely than trip over it myself.
You see a shady-looking figure fishing coins of gold out of the muddy water that pools beneath the well overhead. His movements are quick and nervous, but nevertheless, he seems to enjoy stuffing what cash he can find into the many pockets of his shabby garb. So absorbed is he in his coin hoarding that at first he doesn't notice your presence. Suddenly, though, he pauses, looks up, and quick as a cat its talons, readies 2 daggers. Your friendly tone of voice has immediate effect. The man quickly relaxes his aggressive stance, sheathes his weapons, and pulls a quill and a scrap of parchment out of one of his pockets. Dexterously, he writes down a couple of phrases, then holds it out for you to read.
Mute, can't speak. You look professional. You the source hunter the wizard asked for?
Excitedly, the man turns over the scrap and pens a few more lines.
Name's Walgraf. I admire you. No hero like source hunter. Sicil, dead end. Please let me join you.
Walgraf nods enthusiastically and pulls a couple of ripped parchment pieces out from his vestments. Hastily, he covers them with words and pushes them in your hands, one after the other.
Been mute since I was a kid. Sorcerers took my voice. People think I'm stupid. I'm not. Get money, food where I can. Steal if I must. Not from poor folks. I'm a good sneak. Good fighter, good with locks, see things you don't. Want to help you, I'm useful. Want to catch sorcerers, make 'em pay. Please.
Walgraf eagerly catches your gaze with the best puppy eyes imitation he can muster.
I could use someone with your specific type of expertise. Consider yourself hired.
Be welcome, Walgraf. Riches await, if you'll obtain them for us.
Walgraf smiles and shakes your hand in thanks. With a gesture of the arm, he seems to say, I'm ready, lead the way. You call to Walgraf. He awaits. With a simple nod, the rogue seems to say,
Shoot!
await your demise!
An invigorating fight, that was. And what a killing blow you delivered.
Cheers! Yes, I handled myself like the best of the best, even if I do say so myself.
No need for false modesty where none is needed. You're a born source hunter, and that's a fact.
Your return marks a victory, Hunter. We'll vanquish our foes yet.
I could do with a cold drink.
Those bony brutes will never make it inside these walls. A good day to you. Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
On the move for cheese.
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, you had better find the evidence to back up your ridiculous claims. Starstone? I've never heard of. Do you mean to imply he collected something dangerous? Something that may have gotten him into trouble?
I needed that.
You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice and stir and charm.
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines.
Bravo!
It is said, and this I have heard from a ghost who knew Elba, who knew Elliot, who is said to have known Sigurd himself, that the king...
I'd pour out a whole pipe for you if I could, brother. Hey, stop that! What do you think you're doing?
What's this? I found something.
You hypocrites, liars, fiends!
Get out of my way! Let us make them pay, friends. I can't move! I've spotted something interesting.
Yes, good friend. I'm quite busy finding for the moment, but have a look by all means. You'll find every mate. You look like just the sort of self-starter to appreciate what I mean. Well, goodbye then, good friend.
More junk.
I can't even smell the sea air over the top.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
To leave the city is to venture into danger. Be careful, Source Hunter.
I'm drenched.
bitter poison.
Die, vermin!
I need to dry off.
I'm dripping.
I'm dying.
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Looks like more of the Legionnaires sent to investigate the lighthouse.
Plenty of fish in the sea.
One day you'll show 'em all.
Salutations! Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Curtius, proud protector of this house of Legion goods. This is a storing house for Legion supplies, perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Curtius, have been trusted to guard it. Curtius is my name, the Legion is my calling.
Your little orcish girlfriend here is like bringing a wolf to a hen house.
Nonsense! Listen! She's purring, the darling.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
I'm overheating here!
To leave the city is to venture into
I
danger.
prefer to drown
Be
my sorrows
careful,
with
Source
ale.
Hunter.
It never rains, but it pours, eh? Eternal silence awaits you.
Leech this evil from my blood!
Charge of the champion! Please assist me, friends!
Without aid, I will expire soon.
Woolgraf draws your attention and points out several inconspicuous little elevations in the sand. Hidden explosives?
These footprints are enormous.
Watch out. Orcs that large think with their clubs, not their heads.
I must run! I cannot remain here!
Woolgraf draws your attention and points out several inconspicuous little elevations in the sand.
My heart beats too
Hidden
slowly to
explosives?
sustain me.
Walgraf spotted something. Walgraf draws your attention and points out several inconspicuous little elevations in the sand. Hidden explosives?
These footprints are enormous.
Watch out. Orcs that large think with their clubs, not their heads.
My blood runs cold!
I am powerless to act. My heart beats too slowly to sustain me.
Slimy, reeking Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage.
Steady, boys. Steady. We'll be leaving as soon as we're back.
Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks. Slimy, reeking, rotting sea garbage. I can't even smell the sea air over this rot. Plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Steady, boys. Steady.
A good day to you.
Here lies Catherine. I know, I was great.
Rest in peace, darling.
Here lies Jared. Shall I come back as an enraged spirit, or
Little help here!
cast a ghost?
plenty of fish in the sea, but I've got the foulest of the lot on my racks.
Beyond these walls,
How can the Legion serve you today, Source Hunter? You don't look like you're quite ready to head out into the I sincerely hope you know what you're doing, Hunter. Right, open her up, Legionnaires.
Kiss of the serpent!
Your grave opens to welcome you.
I'm fading fast.
I'm dying.
May the seven keep you.
Where is my pepper? Did it sprout legs and run away?
Ah, there it is.
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you. Rest in peace, darling. May the seven keep you. Rest in peace, darling.
Ramming speed!
Battering ram!
May the seven keep you.
7 power my blows.
Rest in peace, darling. May the seven keep you.
Something toxic courses through my veins.
May the seven keep you. May the seven keep you. Rest in peace, darling.
beats too slowly to sustain me.
A stitch in time, eh, my friends?
May the Seven keep you.
What a deluge!
Welcome back to Sightseer,
Baking
Hunter.
like a cake.
The Legion greets you.
Whatever happened to that trooper eager inventory sent to the Northern Cave?
I needed that.
Sir, you're under arrest for complicity in the murder of Councillor Jake. Please follow me.
What? That's insane. I would never.
Sir, please come quietly, or I'll have to forcefully subdue you.
Fine, fine. There's no need for that. But you must know I am an innocent man.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The clothes desired come tonight.
On the mend.
Your head's grown more swollen than saffrons, I dare say.
Oh, fancy that. A source hunter barging in when the lady of the house is fully dressed. Who could have fathomed such a thing?
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear. Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Watch the undead quiver in their mouldy boots.
Join the Spud Club if you've got an eye for farm potatoes. Lonesome, spiritless. Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
No better solution to the zombie problem than a set of silver arrows.
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew 'em, spice 'em, stir and churn.
Be the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Let us see if you can choose the finest greens.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse has more holes than a slice of this fine Gorman bear.
Get it while it's fresh. This batch is only hours from the sea. No
Let us see if you can choose the finest green!
What? Oh, it's you! What news? My dear girl, my darling adopted daughter, my pride and joy. I introduced her to my library when she was a girl. She quickly proved that the preconceptions we humans hold of orcs as savage beasts are patently false. If you're looking for something special, just ask. She knows every book by heart. Papa's smart little cookie. Someone wants to see Victoria dead? That cherub of the book? That seraph of the library? Outrageous! Hear you me. You must stop that dog by any means necessary. As mayor of Sicil, you have my permission to take drastic measures if need be.
Walgraf gives you a knowing look. He seems to think the mayor is a few arrows short of a quiver.
A source delirium, if ever I saw one. The knight in see-through armor?
Omnes autem mali daemonis quam. What? What is this? Who are you to interrupt my musings? By Naga the Protector, they have the manners of boors, these boatmen of Sicil. Oh, but perhaps I spoke too soon. Perhaps I was mistaken, for you hardly resemble the local fisherfolk, which, incidentally, is a compliment of copious dimensions indeed. No, a source hunter, that is what you are. Yes, a stalker of sorcery, a chaser of charms pernicious. In truth, I cannot go so far as to say it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance, for I take no pleasure in the company of man. But it may just be to our mutual advantage to join forces nonetheless. I would tell you my reasons, but it seems rather pointless to do so, seeing that quite clearly there is no room left in your band of adventurers for an additional champion. A pity, really.
Now this is valuable.
This isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
Turjageta, friend.
I know it by heart.
Kira Lizor. Oh, do pardon my language, my friend. But that is quite the startling revelation. So much sadness, so much anguish. Eglandir's tale is heartrending, though it seems that in the pursuit of retribution, he has himself become as great a ghoul as those that wronged him. Does he not see that I am now the one who is to be wronged? Why, oh why must he make me, of all gentle-minded and life-loving creatures, why must he make me the target of his imperishable hate? Whom have I ever harmed? I live for books, not brutality. So, let us approach the situation with reason and ask ourselves, where do we go from here? Though, first let me say this. Hashism bil kushum zunum. From my heart, I thank you for warning me. I thank you and I trust you. So pray, let me pose the question. What do you advise we should do? My amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul. Leg Fizoda! Yes, a capital notion. Let him be brought before the law for his schemes. I am an innocent, and Eglandir would see me dead. That is a grave offence, is it not? It would probably be better if you rather than I informed Captain Aureus, though. He bears little goodwill toward me ever since my more savage brethren have been marauding the beaches and killing his legionnaires.
No, this isn't the...
To the barracks!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Oh, what now?
Whom would you have the Legion arrest?
The elf. What in the name of Ahu's arse should I arrest him for?
He wants us to kill Victoria.
It's true. He's a dangerous lunatic and needs to be incarcerated.
So, he wants you to kill that savage the mayor calls his daughter, does he? Hardly seems a crime to do so. But I guess I cannot allow assassinations to take place. I won't arrest him unless I have some actual evidence, though. Or did you think I'd simply take your word for fact? As I suspected.
Pharaoh Maul, have you? The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again! Attention!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that Pharaoh Maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and aped an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull,
Sorry,
I think
sir.
that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Attention! About face! To the barracks! March!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Any real damage? Are you joking? I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
The face, Virius! She bit me in the face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that Pharaoh Maul, have you?
The cretin's question crossed her lips and ached an air of aptitude.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
Attention! About face!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
That was sloppier
Any
than
real
Sicilian
damage? Are
stew.
you joking?
Again!
I've been mauled. I'll be disfigured for life.
Ah, come on with the dramatics. It's not as bad as all that.
Attention!
The face, Furious! She bit me in the face!
About face!
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly will be the least of it.
Recruit! That was sloppier than You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Can you spare a coin?
Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? Performers, showmen, show all of
cruel
them.
fortune.
I feel what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence. Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you? Come on! Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
Ah, cruel fortune.
Fantastic!
Jageta, friend. Yes? Have you decided what should be done about my amulet? But it is Haxmagi, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
By heart. The lesser key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Demonium. I know it by heart. No, this isn't the grimoire.
Weird looking. It is Jageta, friend. Yes? Have you decided what should... Please do not press me any further. With the power of Haxmagi, I will never part.
Hey, Tull, I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Furious. You'll only encourage it.
That was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Did someone leave an oven door open?
Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and...
You notice something being slipped into your hand. One of Walgraff's notes. It reads,
Saw you steal. No biggie. I'm a thief, but didn't think a source hunter would pinch.
The rogue keeps his eyes fixed on yours. He's expecting an answer. Walgraff's demeanor suggests he is reassured by your answers. He may be an outlaw, but he's clearly uncomfortable with heroic source hunters behaving as such.
That doesn't belong to us, you know.
You're right. It doesn't. Sometimes I get a little overzealous while I'm on the job.
Overzealous? No such thing when it comes to sniffing out sorcerers. I say we ought to be able to take and use whatever will make our job easier.
Turjageta, friend. Yes? My amulet? But it is Haxmaji, a sacred token that houses the presence of my ancestors. No, I cannot part with my talisman, the keepsake of my soul.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. The Pseudomonarchia Daemonum, and the first edition too. Most promising. The Lesser Key of Sadakandras.
Does it not? It looks cheap. Ugly. Then maybe it would be better indeed to part with it. Here, have my talisman. I'll just buy a new medallion on the market once that creepy elf has left Sicile.
No.
Well, hello there.
Let us see if you can choose the finest green.
By the filed teeth of Sulumar's soul shredder, here I wait for thee in the dark. Yes? Yes? Have you...
Yes.
So it is. So it is. By Angus, the Impaler's favourite steak, you done well by me. Oh, Ravager of Gazaldagar, the last of their line is dead. The House of Gandavon has been avenged. Sweet flowing blood. The quest to decay is at an end. My wealth is yours.
My life is death's. By the hollow sockets of the voidwood eye gouger, I bid thee thanks and fond farewell.
Come now, Alistair. Surely you've met your match once or twice.
Ha! The closest I've come to my match is when I linger over long while writing my...
Greetings, greetings! Oh, you are most welcome in my chamber.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
Who placed Turjageta, friend? He has gone. Oh, Dijlazim az Ashtanek, you have saved me. Thank you, my friend, thank you. It is a terror to know someone prays for your demise, but you have undone it. The sun that is your chivalry has dissolved the dew that was Eglandir's hate. May the gods bless your heart and shield your soul from harm.
Is there no new book to be discovered in this library? The Source Hunter. Have you...
Still hasn't been returned. Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for. Is there no new book to be discovered in this library?
The knight in see-through armor? Princess Buttercup with the blushing
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh.
Esmeralda
I need
does have a
something more
propensity for
advanced.
all things naughty,
The
hasn't she?
Pseudomonarchia Daemonum. And the first edition, too. Most promising. No, this isn't the grimoire I'm looking for.
A brief
Is there
history
no
of sorcery
new
still
book
hasn't
to be
been
discovered in
returned.
this library?
Celeron will have to pay yet another fine.
The Lesser Key of Sadakandras. Ugh, what nonsense. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. Sometimes I think these books sprout little legs in the night.
Demonology for dumbbells. Ugh, I need something more advanced. The Encyclopedia Daemonium. I know it by heart.
Volume 1, Volume 2. But where has the third one gone? Shatsu. so. Sometimes I...
Potatoes.
A good day to you.
Today,
My
I
word.
think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow...
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there stands the world-famous Reginald the Entertainer. Better check it out if you don't want to miss the time of your life.
Did he crave creamy blues and gory reds that he ordered a contest across his realm?
By the seven, what a
Zombie ate your dog, orc sunk your ship. No matter, you're at Katerina's Fair, a veritable summer home for troubled minds. Won't you take a seat and let our esteemed entertainers whisk you off to a better place?
Yeehaw!
And who are you supposed to be?
Cruel fortune.
Ah, a familiar face. It seems even my usually choosy audience has been taken in by that hack's little gizmo. I'm a man of skill, sleight of hand, feats of wit, and pure entertainment. This curio is ruining what used to be an art. And even when there's no crowd to speak of, old Reggie still has at least one fan calling bravo and hee-haw. Sure as the sun sets, that one devotee attracts 5 more, and those 5 more all curious about the commotion. I don't know how he inspires such loyalty with less talent contained between his hat and his boots than I've in my crusty handkerchief.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Fantastic!
Bravo!
And see the
Bravo!
amazing singing star!
What are you looking at me for? I'm nothing but your average man taking in the best show I've ever seen. I'm amazed and astounded that for a meagre gold coin or two, I can take in this first-rate entertainment all day long. Well, I've stumbled into quite the fine gig. I just let my appreciation for Reggie's work be known, and he slips me a few gold coins in return. My voice happens to carry pretty far. Cecile hears me. Cecile wants to see what the fuss is all about. And let me tell you, this amazing show just can't be beat.
Sentient severed head!
My word! Fantastic!
My word!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd
My
and his
word.
rainbow of war machines.
Ha!
It is said, and this I have heard from a...
Fantastic! Bravo! Bravo!
Ready to advance, ready to defend. What can I do for you, comrade?
Ah, a familiar face. Come, watch the show. I, a person whose sole job is to praise the performance and stir a crowd. A genius invention. No wonder Reginald has had such success. I knew his act couldn't have outshone mine on its merits alone. Please, you must hire him for me. Imagine the scowl on that conman's face when my rightful audience returns to me. A must-see event.
You there! You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
What are you looking at me for? There's a great show going on right in front of you. And look, there's... Well, I don't see why I should. Reginald and I have grown rather friendly, you know? And in any case, it'll be hard to pull myself away from this fantastic show.
Tricks are for kids!
You look like
This here
My
is the
word!
greatest illusion in
My
Andevale!
My word!
Today, I think, a king. The great Sigurd and his rainbow of war machines. It is said, and this I've heard...
Well, I guess it's been long enough since I've stretched my wings a bit. And it ain't so far of a flight now, is it? Maybe I will have a peek at what Cedric's up to over there.
So ardently did he crave creamy blues and gory reds
Fantastic!
that he ordered a contest across his realm.
Apart from beer and
My
flatulence.
word!
Tricks are for kids! This here is the greatest illusion in Andevale!
Fantastic! Fantastic!
Performers, showmen, show all of the... Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
The best in Sicil! The best!
Performers, showmen, show all of the... Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from
This
beer and
is the
flatulence.
finest show in the land!
Performers,
Have some
showmen,
pity.
show all of the... Sicil, what you're made of. Apart from beer and flatulence.
Doesn't anyone care about the oldest dragon knight of Rivellon and his machines of rainbow-ribboned war? What? Where is everyone trotting off to? Don't they want to
Strange!
hear
You appear to be my only client. Did the whole of Sicil eat some bad chicken, or what?
rainbow-ribboned war?
I knew that fool could never have garnered so much as a guffaw on his own merits. I'll see to this matter immediately.
A talking head?
What?
What dark sorcery
Where is everyone
this?
trotting off
Warbra
to?
throws back his
Don't they
head
want
in
to hear
silent
how the
laughter.
story ends?
Contrary to Medora, he
Do,
seems to be
re,
quite
mi, fa, sol, la, ti. Oh, excuse me, I'm trying to prepare for the next show. Autographs will have to wait until the end. I doubt I have to tell you that I am the amazing singing Stefan, the only sentient severed head in Sicil. My audience sings my praises from hill and dale. Psst. You're a source hunter, aren't you? Oh, bless the seven. Look, you've got to help me. I've been kidnapped. Pleasure to meet you. Now, please, Stefan has many fans to meet today. Psst, now help me. Take me to Reginald's cellar. There I will reveal everything. It won't be the worst indignation I've suffered. Get on with it then.
Come on! Can't you hear the stage calling you?
there!
Sweet relief.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn.
Well, hello there!
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you. Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Toe of snake, wing of worm, brew and spice 'em, stir and churn. Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Well, hello there!
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps wrestling an earth elemental will inject some vim into your routine? Come on! Come on!
Aye, comrade. And they're as gruesome a relic as I've seen one put to use in my day. What I witnessed, well, it's been burned into my...
woman? What was her name? Candice? Esmeralda's a funny cat.
Ah, so that's what that did.
Where's Jack? Esmeralda carries lots of cuts of meat. She carves them up herself, you know. An expert knifer, that one.
A bloody dagger. Could this have been involved in the crime?
It certainly piques one's interest, doesn't it?
A book about setting up the perfect crime.
That's enough of that now. The hunter returns. I hope you are here to shop rather than sleuth. Listen, if you're going to accuse me of something, perhaps it is you who should explain your presence in my cellar. And the dagger? It's simply a butcher knife used by my late husband to cut meat. He did so love to cook, the dear. What'll you think of next? Accusing me of bashing him over the head with a frying pan? Oh, that horrid tome of ill repute. It isn't mine, it was Jake's. He was a politician, don't you see? Always on the lookout for plotting rivals. Always trying to be one step ahead. Really, I should have thought a source hunter of all people would appreciate my dear husband's sense for survival. The hunter returns! I hope you are here. So, what piece of irrefutable evidence are you about to present me with this time? Well, what do you want to know? My, what a strong and handsome officer you are, kind Septimus. You must have fought many a battle, am I right? In fact, I bet you're a real war hero.
Oh, I'm no hero, Esmeralda dearest. I'm just doing my duty, you know. For the Legion.
Well, you certainly are my hero. The rock upon which I may rest my weary soul in these trying and troubled times.
Never fear, milady. As long as I'm around, no hair on your haloed head shall be harmed.
Let's see. An utter waste to let them both perish. A waste of their lives, of my duty, of the trust I put in you.
Can't have gotten far.
Yes, a curious relic indeed. I got it from a kindly abbot, Loic by name, in the northern town of Silver Glen. He is of a certain faith, the Immaculates, they call themselves, that espouses the belief that certain stones can heal wounded flesh. I myself was nothing if not skeptical of his claims, but something happened as he handed me the stone. A small cut on my finger instantly healed, leaving no trace of the wound. Needless to say, I was astounded.
Realize soon enough.
But it's strange. The stone is only good for a single use at a time before it reverts to a useless, inert state. It takes time to regain its magical properties, and I guard it cautiously. Both dead, both unceremoniously wrenched from this life before we, in our idiocy, could manage to save them. Disgraceful. I've been studying under Theleron for some time now, but that task, being asked to play the gods, was the first time I've ever questioned my, well, suitability for the work.
Oh, I know it's here somewhere. I wouldn't want to ruin this particular batch of party elixir with too much wormwood.
I've a passion for this work, you see.
Some vim into your routine.
Heavenly herring, delicious dogfish, yours for a scrap of gold each.
Let's see. Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Not in the mood for cheese. That excuse is more hosed than a slice of this fine almond.
Potions to bemuscle you, scrolls to entussle you.
Attention! About face!
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Ah, now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real damage.
Oh, what now? Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? Well, have you found any incriminating? So, you found a blooded knife in Esmeralda's cellar. Guess you can scratch the top candidate off your list of cliched clues, then. Not exactly enough to arrest her for, is it? How to plan the perfect murder. Really? Really? She might as well wear a dress with the words, "I killed Jake and I liked it," embroidered on it. But that alone wouldn't suffice to convince me. So convince me, Hunter, and keep looking. It was stolen? Gods, what a fool that Roberts is. Taking a bribe in beleaguered old Sicil. Ah, what was he going to do with that gold? Buy the largest kipper in the land? Yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you found any suspect?
I think that was an insult.
Don't pay attention to the beast, Virius. You'll only encourage it.
Pay the big cheese on your block with a wheel of the good stuff.
Get it while it's fresh.
Looking good. Looking good. It's official. The Duke of Ferrol is the worst poet in Rivellon.
In his defence, not much rhymes with murder.
Concern myself with such things.
You'll be concerned enough when you realize that reward money won't be lining your pockets.
Aaron has as many friends as the man with many cheeses.
You don't think it's infected, do you?
Come on now, I pulled her off you before she could do any real...
What do you think you're doing?
There's every need, you damned weasel! Next time, I'll have you whipped!
Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. Oh, still not finished with that sorry matter? It was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. Well, have you found any incriminating evidence against her? If so, the knife, the book, the letter. They seem harmless enough by themselves, but in conjunction they do paint a pretty grim picture. Fine then. If you're certain she did it, then I shall have Esmeralda arrested. Your responsibility, Source Hunter. Ah, the Source Hunter. Oh, joyous hour. What about it? Surely you have exhausted all the evidence that was to be found? No? A good bloodhound knows when the trail has gone cold. So be a good dog now, won't you? It was stolen? Yes, yes. Well, I assume it hasn't crawled back to its grave. So have you... You suspect them? Evelyn? Master Theliron's apprentice? Nice lass, huh? Brewed me a potion once that cured me of a rash.
Look on the bright side. Everyone knows the ugly soldiers are the most ferocious.
Ugly'll be the least of it. The beast looks rabid.
In that case, you'll have the pleasure of putting her down yourself.
Recruits!
I wish for you to try it, Screech woman.
Stew. Again!
The beast speaks? So you've half a brain behind that feral maul, have you?
Can you spare a coin?
Sherman,
One coin or two? Thank you, kind one. May the soul of Astartes... May the seven bless you. May the soul of Astartes smile upon you. May the seven bless you. May the soul of Astartes smile.
Tis I, Reginald the Illusionist. Wow. I said, tis I, Reginald.
Lonesome? Spiritless? Perhaps resting at
The hunter returns! I hope you are here to shop rather than... So, what piece of irrefutable evidence... Oh, don't put stock in the hastily scribbled words of a lovelorn fool! This letter, it was a show of passion. A poorly worded passion I did not echo in the least. The Duke, he's like a spoiled child. He's not a man. He's not like Septimus. But all of it is circumstantial. I've a perfectly logical explanation for every piece of so-called evidence against me, and yet you've been trailing me like a bloodhound. People seem to want to believe I am guilty, so let me tell you something I've been keeping to myself. Perhaps it may yet lead to the true culprit. Over the last few months, Jake grew distant and dark somehow. Something in him changed. I can't quite put my finger on it, but he was no longer the gentleman he used to be. It all began the day he met Evelyn, Master Theliron's apprentice. She healed him of what we all believe to be a fatal wound he suffered hunting boars. I think he became obsessed by her, or obsessed by the secrets I just know she holds. Talk to this woman. There is more to her than meets the eye. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if she belongs to that sect. You know, to those who worship a goddess without name and practice rituals of blood. I never liked her from the moment I met her. Men cannot see past her beauty, but I have gazed her in the eye and it was death that leered back at me. She hails from Silverglen, a village in the forest north of Sicil. How she made it past the undead without a legion escort, I'll never know. Though I can hazard an eerie guess. If anyone killed my Jake, it must be her. She had her claws in him for many long months, and finally she must have cut too deeply.
To what do I owe the repeated pleasure, Source Hunter? Both dead, and so needlessly. It's a terrible stain on our records, and ought never to have happened on my watch. Far be it from her to tell her master what in the seven's name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she just heard the location of the Philosopher's Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure. She usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange she'd leave it behind. It's in the next room if you'd like to take a look. I'd try her house, for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark the location on your map. She'll realize soon enough.
What's that gleam?
Tricks hardly make her worthy of such grave responsibilities.
There must be some way to open this. Oh, hum.
sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
Red and orange, yellow and green.
So she's got a lair on the beach, does she?
Perhaps that's where she stashed Jake's body.